It is shameful that you guys are not seeing the handwriting on the wall. You're not seeing what is happening. You are not seeing how you are being deceived. Nobody is talking about the economy. Nobody is talking about the dollar. Nobody is talking about the hardship Nigerians are facing. Nobody is even talking about how some Oando former officials are acquiring assets belonging to NNPC. How all of a sudden some people from a particular region in Oando are acquiring assets within 1 year of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which is to say that these guys are close to the president and they are taking over assets. That means they want to colonize the whole of NNPC, and we are here fighting for who is going to attack who, because they attack Edo, Igbo, and Hausa and Yoruba. Let me tell you, what you are saying offline is not real. What you are saying online is not real. All this thing you are doing, you are just being deflective. The government has planned that he plants bigotry, plant hate amongst the tribes so that they can be fighting while they loot your common resources. When you press your phone and start saying all sorts of rubbish, you go home, you cannot pay your school fee, you cannot take care of your family, all because you have decided not to focus on what is important. For God's sake, what has Obi done to some people? For God's sake, what has the obedient family done to some people? For God's sake, what has the Igbo tribe done to some people that you are making it a point? Now, it is even bad that government officials are becoming bigots. If it were just left for the Ronu and the conservative or whoever, we will have overlooked it. But how can we overlook a government official spewing hate? Someone that is supposed to represent multi-tribes, a government official saying all sorts of derogatory statements. He's not saying it in his bedroom. He's not saying it in his parlor. He is coming to social media to say it. I believe that those weapons fashioned against Obi will be surprised very soon. Because we are sitting there, we understand their tactics. We understand what they are planning to do and what they are doing currently. You see, what they do is that every tweet Obi makes, they make sure they counter it with a counter tweet, abusing him and calling him all sorts of names. This is the same thing they did to Jonathan. When you look at all these evil statements online, it was started by the APC, and they are continuing in the same evil that they did since 2015. Anything P2B says, if P2B does not react to an incident, they go all over the place. They start a fight. And when people from a particular tribe decide to give them back their own coin, they start playing the victim card. P2B made a tweet on the lady, the Amaka lady, and he said, I utterly condemn the reported hateful statement and actions attributed to a Nigerian woman living in Canada against other Nigerians of diverse origin. Such divisive comments or behavior has no place in our society. Now, he says, as Nigerians, we should unite and focus on addressing our shared challenges rather than allowing tribalism and hate to tear us apart. I have consistently stood against the polarization of our country along tribal, religious, or political lines. Now, what is bad in this? So some APC influencers and some people that are affiliated to the government have come out to attack this tweet. This is what they do. Probably they have a WhatsApp group or where they have a meeting. Everything that Obi does, counter it and give him a bad name. That is what they do. Everything that Obi does, counter it and give it a bad name. But I have bad news for you people. All your hatred and plan against Obi would not work. You know why? Come to the streets and do that same thing and call APC, and you see the response. It is the evidence of what Tinubu has done in the within his 4 years as president that will speak for him, not what you're doing online. It is only the few people online that can absorb what you're doing. Most of us will go underground and do our evangelism and tell them what the government is doing. You are just online doing what you're doing. It does not make sense. P2B is not the president. He is a citizen like you and I. He has the right to react to any incident that he wants to. If he decides not to react to an incident, it is his problem. He is not the president. The president needs to get the message. Somebody that has collapsed the economy within 1 year. You are not angry with the person you voted that have collapsed the economy. You are angry with somebody that is reacting to the effect of the policies of the person you voted. You know, this is witchcraft from all these people. You see, let's call a spade a spade. The North and the Southwest are the ones destroying the country. The North and the Southwest, they have been in the reins of power. They have been the majority in the reins of power since democracy. And see how they have reduced Nigeria to the extent that Buhari took our natural resource reserve, our oil, and borrowed money. The ones they were collecting, they were looting. They were collecting, they were looting. North and the Southwest. Look at EFCC cases of ministers and other people. You see that the Southwest and the North, they are more in number. They have been in power. And not the Southeast. This is someone from Southeast that wants to become president. Before he decided to become president, you people liked him. But now he have come to run for presidency. They beat Tinubu in Lagos. That is the only thing that I see is making these people angry. You want to deflate his popularity. You see, tactics pass tactic. Tactic pass tactic. These tactics people are doing, we understand how it's being played. You understand how you are running your propaganda. Like a random mockery. Everything he does is just to hit. You know one thing about propaganda is that your enemy, if your enemy strike one, you strike one. One for one. That's what they're doing. Anything P2B does, they will not make sure he does not rest. And they hit him. You see a guy called Harry on Twitter. You see how he's consistently hitting those Yoruba Renus and Yoruba conservatives. And he's winning them because of the consistency. Anything they come with, he hits them back. Anything they come with, he hits them back. We are waiting till 2027. We are waiting till 2027 because you are not talking about good governance. We are not talking about how these people are spending money that we are borrowing. Despite the huge natural resources we have spent over 90% to service debt. 90% of our revenue to service debt. You have states, you are not holding your governors accountable. It is P2B. What position does P2B hold in Nigeria? You Yoruba Ronu people. We know that you mean no good. You know that you are sponsored. We know that you are sponsored. Because how will a government who presides over a multi-ethnic tribal people will see what is going online, the statements being made by government officials, and keep mute? If not that they are sponsoring that tribalism, that bigotry. If not, Abacha says that if insecurity lasts for 24 hours, that means the governors, the state, the government's hand is in it. So if tribalism is continuing like this, the government must have a hand in it. They must have a hand in it. You are outlining what P2B is saying against other Nigerians. Okay, Igbo against Yoruba, so that there will be coloration. The woman said the Igbos should poison Yorubas and Edo. So Igbos, are they not Nigeria and other Nigerians? And you think your problem is P2B? You see, you people should continue what you are doing. We know that the Southwest, the North has destroyed Nigeria, and they're the ones in power. Those in power have destroyed the country. They are the ones still there wanting to destroy the whole fabric. There's nothing you can do. You cannot win against the truth. You can lie from now to 100 centuries. The truth will come out bigger and better. Just that you people, it's unfortunate that we are sharing space with such people. Just imagine what international community, how they will look at us. How they look at these people that just have phone and they start tweeting and doing all sorts of rubbish. Whether they are Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba, whoever they are. How would you just not focus on what this government is doing that is bad, and let's try to fine-tune it to become good for Nigerians? But just one man, and you forget that rice is going up, beans is going up. You forget that things are getting hard. Are you living in the moon? Some of you come and comment on this comment section. Are you living in the moon that you don't know that people are suffering around you? If you live in an area whereby there's a face me, you understand what I'm talking about. Some people cannot feed their family. Immediately Tinubu enter power, bam. In the next 3 months, people just start facing a different kind of hardship they have never faced before. And they are bearing, of course, they bear. But when they see the president buying jets, escalate and whatsoever, spending money anyhow, 300 something million for armored tires. This is what we get when we elect criminals in power. They have set these people up. Look at them. They have positioned themselves to start attacking Obi. Position themselves. Look at what happened in one of the states, one of the northern states. Labour Party did not present a candidate, but a candidate won the election. So the people are not, they are not fools. They understand, and we will make them understand the games we are playing. This is what they are doing. I repeat, everything P2B does, my guys, make sure you make P2B look bad to the Nigerian people. Find any way possible, any means possible, pick holes in whatever he is doing. Look for the evil things that he has done, the bad things he has done in the past, and begin to project it to Nigerians. Call him all sort of names and do it consistently. Consistency is the key. That is what these guys are doing. Doctors were kidnapped. They didn't see. You wanted about this APC Ronus is that they don't talk about unfortunate incidents under this administration. Doctors were being kidnapped. You see them, keep quiet. Protesters arrested, keep quiet. Insecurity in the north, keep quiet. But when somebody hits President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they start pouring out. So that is their tactic. If they are attacking the presidency, act as a defense. Some people are defenders, some people are attackers. Attack the opposition. And the only opposition they are attacking consistently is Peter Obi. Because Peter Obi beat them in Lagos. Disgraced them in Lagos. Disgraced APC. In the history, it was shocking. Despite the fact that they had to cut and join, they cut to the extent that they could not cut anymore. The cloth could not size them in anymore. They had to give up that Peter Obi won Lagos presidential election. If not, Peter Obi won landslide. With all their criminality, you see, you cannot expect good to come from bad. You cannot sow evil and expect good. It's only APC Ronu conservatives, APC supporters that will plant evil and expect good from evil they have planted. That is why they are deranged with that mindset. You plant evil, you're expecting good to come from evil. You make sure people's lives are miserable and you expect the people to support you. You lie, you manipulate, you say all sort of rubbish. Whatever tribal sentiment there is, please, let's stop this tribalism. People say a lot of things in their house, in their bedrooms, every now and then. And if it's being brought in social media, that means the country will scatter. So let's not focus on things that are not important. These things are not important. Whether somebody said poison or this one, I will not eat too, I will not eat. Does it make sense? Because they say poison this one. Somebody just sat in somewhere in Canada that doesn't have any connection. Is not living in the society in Nigeria. Just one person say poison outside Yoruba and somebody not take it. I will not go to Igbo this one. Stupid mentality. These guys are irritating. Continue your attacks on P2B. Continue your attacks on obedience. Continue on attacks on Igbos. You see, there is a way to deflate all these your attacks. So, you know, when you're attacking, and you miss the ball, there's a counter-attack. When the counter-attack comes during the election, you'll be surprised at what you're going to get. You'll be surprised. The overwhelming evidence is against you. You don't know. You're not prepared for it. You're not prepared for it. So far, it is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is the president for the next 3-4 years. After next year, there's nothing else he wants to do about governance again. It's just propaganda. And we are going to deflate that propaganda with evidences on the streets, door to door, house to house, wherever we find ourselves in the southeast, in the north, wherever we find ourselves in the southeast. There may be even a compromise by the obedient movement to make sure that these evil people are not found anywhere closer to power. You have been having power all this while. Look at how you have destroyed Nigeria. Evidently, when you ask an APC supporter that supported Tinubu, he not tell you that Obi will do the same thing. Are you okay? Are you okay? Obi and Tinubu, are they the same? Tinubu is a good politician. I give him that. He knows how to manipulate and do corruption. He's very good at that. He's very good at that. We need people that has integrity. That's what we need to fix Nigeria. You cannot be evil and fix. An evil person cannot fix Nigeria. Evil, you cannot get good from evil. That is the point. If you're not getting the point, don't get it. You can cite all sort of rubbish examples, but Nigeria, we need somebody that is honest, that has integrity. Don't mind the people. When you listen to them, they only want to pick faults. Peter B is not a saint. He said it. He's not a saint, but he's not a thief. How many politicians can say the same? EFCC, dig deep and find something to criminalize him now. Let's see. There's nothing you can hold to this man. There's nothing you can hold. There's nothing you can hold. So is this a country that you want us to say? You see, one thing about, I'm very sure, is that after Tinubu's 8 years, who next? Who is going to be the president? Okay, the North becomes president. And what Tinubu built all the years, all the appointments he made within 8 years, it just takes one meeting, one gathering, to just spoil everything that Tinubu has done within 8 years. One gathering, one meeting in somebody's house or in somebody's hotel. They'll just gather and do that meeting. And all the appointment, all the investment that they have accumulated, they know them now. So to what end? And they will give Yoruba a bad name. You think they are going to allow Tinubu to divide Nigeria? I pray he does so. I pray he brings Nigeria to regionalism. That's my prayer. That is what, see, let me tell you, that is one of the reasons I'm doing broadcasts. I want Nigeria to go regional. Regional system of government is best. So people that are saying that let us control our let the indigenes of the state control their political whatever. You can control in regional. So if you want it in this federal system or presidential system of government, it's not possible. You know why? The constitution avails everybody, any place, any way you can vote and be voted for. You can get involved in political activities. If you disenfranchise anybody, it's against the law. So when it's regional system of government, you can't do that, of course. Because if you want to be playing that card, we Lagos indigenes, we are the ones that will decide the political future of Lagos. Let the worry people decide how their resources is being used. Those oil communities in Bayelsa, if you want to do that, then everybody will have resource control. You want to have political control? Resource control is there. You people are just thinking out of the... I don't understand. Somebody is tweeting, say, indigenous should not be part of our politics in Lagos. So, what of the natural resources of those in River State? Nigeria should not... The indigenous should be in charge of the natural resources. Can't you listen to yourself? Does it make sense? A constitution that provides everybody anywhere you can be voted for and you can vote. You are coming to say, see, tell your lawmakers that they should push a motion that they should change the constitution. Somebody says at least the Attorney General of Federation, Chief Justice of Nigeria, is Yoruba. The president is Yoruba. The Senate is in the hands of the president. Yes, now they can do their bidding. They can just change the constitution, make sure that everybody go back to regionalism. Then we can know regionalism. We control your politics. You control your natural resources. But now you cannot control the two of them. Cannot control the two of them. P2B has a right to become your president. Whatever you would do, he has a right to become your president. You cannot stop him. If you don't want Igbos to become president, go regional or succeed. Let them go. You know that you don't want them to go. All you are just playing is games, and we'll play the game with you. We play these games with you. The worst thing that has ever happened to Nigeria is APC and the Ronu. APC and the Ronu. APC comprises of every religion, every tribe that is supporting APC. You cannot be sane and be supporting APC. You cannot. You cannot be okay. If you are supporting APC, I see you as someone that is not okay. No means that's my opinion. I'm saying my opinion. You have your opinion to do, to say. You cannot be supporting APC, and I see that you are doing well. You are okay as a human being. Continue the attacks on Obi, but you'll be shocked what will happen in 2027.